screw-ups, making it snappy.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Snappy. You're on with Mon,
And with Don,
and we make our own opportunities in the span of 10 minutes. For this episode, we have a guest here with us once again, so please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Cassie. I'm the founder of July Social, and I guess I could say a digital nomad. That's also for now.
All right,
awesome.
Great. Welcome.
Welcome. So yeah, like what we said, Kanina, this is a time podcast, so we're not gonna like show you the timer so you don't get tense. Like,
Okay.
of course, that's gonna be so distracting. So we'll just have the timer on the side, and then we're not like gonna stop you abruptly, naman. If you have anything that you like want to continue, we'll let you finish everything before we stop. Like, we're not those kinds of people. So when everyone's ready, all right, we'll just start the timer. And yeah, we don't work off listed questions. So wherever this conversation takes us in the next 10 to 15 minutes, bahala na lang. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I guess we want to know how you got to start this entire, what is a marketing, social media marketing agency. Yeah, because I know for a lot of traditional businesses, like having any kind of social media for anything was like very out of the realm for a really long time. And then, at least like in the past 2 decades, three decades, it slowly started to, I know that a lot of the business spaces moved to social media because it entails, higher engagement from everyone, and it's a lot less costly in certain aspects. So go ahead, please do explain how you started your agency and how you got to want to be in this field that you're in now.
Okay. Let me just blur the background. But
No problem.
so many people. So I actually started. I didn't know I wanted to do social media marketing.
Mhm.
But I graduated from education. So I was a preschool teacher. So by heart, I love teaching kids. I taught kids also right after graduation.
Mhm.
But then right after before the pandemic started, I was here in New Zealand as a teacher, and then pandemic hit, so I just resigned, and I didn't really want to go back to the school where I just resigned from. So I was like, okay, maybe it was a sign to take a break, do something outside of teaching. And I had some experience with influencers, PR, because I was in the modeling industry as well while I was studying balancing studying and modeling that time. So I had an idea of what social media should look like, because technically, if you were if you're a model, you knew how to take care of yourself. You knew how to handle your social media profiles. So I started applying for freelancing on social media through some freelance agencies. I also started with a company, and from there, because there was a surge of clients that we were getting,
Mhm.
that company was like, why don't you just build the in-house team with us? So I was like, yeah, sure, I can get some more people, train them and everything, until to the point that I was like, that agency was very their goals were very different. They were hiring for like virtual assistants and recruitment staff, logistics and things, and like those are things that aren't very creative. So we decided to separate the agency side completely. So I started July Social. I called it July Social because my birthday's in July.
And
But
social media.
I was like, what are we gonna do? And then I was like, okay, let's just call it July Social. It sounds a little bit more creative. But by that time, I already had about 3 people on my team. And then I only became aggressive towards the end of 2021 with hiring and really getting into more clients, because I was like, that's also the time when I started my TikTok account. I didn't know anything. I refused to have a TikTok as a social media person. I was like, I refuse to have a TikTok. I was like, no, I'm never gonna have this. But
Same.
everyone like, and I started getting surprisingly, I started getting leads from TikTok. So I was like, okay, this is an actual, I guess this could be a big thing. So I kept making videos, kept getting better. Um, and then, yeah, I started growing my clients from because all our clients were based in the US, the UK, Australia. We didn't even have Filipino clients. Like the first time we got a Filipino client was like maybe 6 months in when we got it through, when we built the agency. So we're more comfortable actually with international clients than we are with local clients. But now we're with the both.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like what you mentioned, I think social media it plays a really big role nowadays in pretty much like anything. We're in the digital age now, and when the pandemic hit, everything was like we had to rely on like online like platforms, diba? Social media being like the most used platform, diba? And for you to like start this like agency nga, diba, to kind of like help people, whether it's like influencers or yung company na, diba, like you're in. It's cool because, diba, you not only give like tips, diba, that they can like use, to strengthen their social media presence, diba, but it's a good way also to kind of like maximize yung social media as a whole. Like you don't only have to be like a content creator to essentially like be on social media. You can also be like someone who kind of provides information, diba? And yeah, like it's pretty ironic, diba? You have like a TikTok account, diba, where he posts like tips regarding like social media marketing and all that. So it's kind of like you're using social media to kind of give tips on how to social media basically, diba? So ayun. So like with regards to your TikTok account, diba? So you post like tips and all that, informational videos, which are all cool. So like what kind of like let's say tips do you put out there, for people to see, and how does it feel, being able to reach an audience and sort of like help them out with their own, like thing, whether they're a company or influencers and all that.
Yeah. So I started my TikTok account because I didn't do it because I wanted to get TikTok famous or anything. It was because I wanted to provide, like I know, like for example, when I tell my clients, if you want more people to see, if you want to be able to attract your audience, you need to provide something valuable for them. You're not trying to sell to them. Like the more that you sell, the more that they will, if it's too salesy, the more that they will be unattracted to you. They get attracted when it's helpful, when it's valuable. So I was making these videos because I said, okay, if I want to attract clients, then I need to show that I'm a thought leader. I know what I'm saying. They can trust me with the videos that I make. And these tips are for free. Like you can, I mean, you can easily Google them, but there are some things that I've also said, there are some PDF files or Excel sheets that I've shared on the videos. And these are free content. And that's important if you're trying to attract that type of client. Like they want to know that, okay, this girl's legit, she knows what she's doing. And it's more trust, they become more trusting because they see a face in it. So it does help like our business as well.
I think it's so amazing how like even if the amount of social media agencies right now in this country is still like kind of small, the way that you guys have impacted the business world, because I feel like one of the things that COVID did is that it made businesses realize that they needed online connecting to get to their clients, and a lot of them didn't. That's why a lot of them struggled. And the next time something like this happens, like God forbid if it should ever happen again, right? Now, because of you guys, they're all gonna be ready. Like they will know how to handle moving forward despite not being able to reach their customers in a face-to-face basis. And I feel like that's also why a lot of online businesses took off like in the beginning of COVID, was because that was pretty much the only way everyone could reach each other. And they were like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, like I have an opportunity now to be able to reach people without that much need for like cost for advertising and marketing, because I can just do it for free on whatever channels that I'm using, right? And TikTok has really also become such a useful tool for so many businesses to just put out promotional ads there, and the reach is just like it's crazy.
It's really crazy. Yeah.
Like it I don't even think people have 100% been able to understand the algorithms enough to, have a proper strategy to like grasp the entire audience of TikTok. It's really just like, okay, you get super lucky in this video, then you know what the niches that people like. You continue to do this, right? And then with like your kind of content, you're helping people also with all of that. And even if they're not necessarily working with you, you're still helping so many more people who like you don't even see them, but then a business could come up in the future and someone might approach you and just be like, oh, it's because of your TikTok that I realized that my business was doing wrong, and then I did it, and then yeah, that's a kind of impact that social media presence has on the world now, right?
I do agree. And it's not just like I still follow other creators who I still learn from other social media marketers. I'm still learning other things because the thing is social media is it's really evolving. Like TikTok was not there 5 years ago. I mean, it was there 5 years ago,
Yeah,
but like
2016, it was like
Believe it or
low key
not,
there. No
believe
one
it or
was really
not.
using it, but it was there.
exactly.
Mm.
And the thing is, the interesting thing about July Social is so our tagline for now, because we are still a startup, we're the startup for startups. So we
That's pretty
basically,
cool.
Love that.
and our focus is to be able to help startups and small businesses because we understand like it's really hard to grow. Let's say your own your scrunchy business, your small business, your jewelry business. If you don't have the advertising, the marketing funds for it for a traditional agency. So it's like parang kawawa naman sila like just because they can't afford a bigger budget. Parang can't they, that's why we focus more on the organic strategy, what's working. Like we see TikTok is doing well and they can do TikTok without spending a single dime and they can still get sales from it. You just
Yeah.
have to curate it in make sure that the videos are doing well. I mean, there's still an algorithm with how the video, like how to make better videos. But yeah, so our focus is really to be able to help smaller businesses that don't have the budget for bigger agencies. Eventually, maybe we can get to that stage, but at the time, I do enjoy the process of helping smaller companies as well.
Yeah, and massive respect to you guys for that. But I mean,
Super.
yeah, we recognize how like important your job is, nowadays. But even for the ones who are like big companies, like the ones who had to adjust to the whole online setting because of the pandemic. I mean, I'm sure they were doing fine before, like not really fully utilizing social media. But for you guys to be there for both big and small businesses, diba, startups and all that, it's really great diba, to see na you guys are really just helping people kind of like get their feet wet with regards to you know marketing, using social media as, a means to do that, diba? So, because it's no joke, like all the algorithm stuff, it's really complicated. In
It's a
surface level,
science.
diba,
It's a
surface level, you
science.
might think that social media is like super simple, like you post something and hope that people look at it, diba? Pero, it's more to it than that. So, yeah.
Yeah, super duper. Massive respect to you guys. And
Thank
your company will continue to grow for sure. Like this is a place
Yeah.
for manifestation. So I'm pretty sure like there is a 100% need for like agencies like yours. So I guarantee so many more people are gonna be like
you a
coming
lot.
through your doors in the future.
I've actually met because of TikTok, and I have massive respect to TikTok as well.
Yeah, same. TikTok got
Diba?
us like majority of our guests also.
Yeah,
Oh, like who
great.
would have thought?
But
Who would
yeah,
have thought?
there are a lot
TikTok.
of other agencies as well who have grown their business because of the pandemic. So there is a silver lining to it. And
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. And until then, just keep doing what you guys are doing because the world needs more of it. Honestly, people really do need better ways to grasp and understand the concepts behind social media marketing and just using social media in general as a
Yeah.
tool for your business.
Oh, we
Like
should
what
take
Mon said,
advantage of
it's
that.
not easy at all. It's something that takes a lot of learning, but once you figure it out, like super duper worth it talaga.
Super
I'm sure
helpful.
that's how all of your clients feel like once they got on board with you guys. They're like, wow, these people really have a grasp on how we should be handling all of our online stuff. Like we're so grateful. So yeah,
hey, yeah, it's you could say it's easy and good, but it's actually it's not always good. uh,
Yeah.
Dealing between being me, well, I had to juggle between doing the actual work to having to transition to being the one overseeing the business. So it's also a struggle to take care of, hiring the right people, hiring more people, putting them in front of clients, and sometimes it's not the right match as well. So now that's where I'm struggling with. Like I'm more focused now on actually the business side of things.
Mhm.
So I leave the training to some other people, people who are better than me, in fact.
I mean, that's okay. That's all part of it, right? That's all part of the learning process and the business process as well. Like
Uh,
you can be good at one thing at one time, and then once you either find someone who's a better grasp of it, then you relay it to them, because that's the way that all of you are gonna grow together, right? Like
yeah.
as long as there are reasons to learn, there will always be more reasons to grow.
And for sure, it's, what you're doing has been very fulfilling naman, di ba? So,
Yeah.
ayun. Oo.
Okay, so before we end, we do have one more question. It has nothing to do with social media marketing or anything. It's just a fun thing that we like to do with all of our guests that we invite on this mini series. So we have listed down 30 like super all over the place questions that we have numbered. And each time we have a guest on the show, we have them pick a number and then we just have them answer whatever question it is. Some of these are really like all over the place. It's mostly like trivial stuff depending on like the person, to like get them to share a random fact about themselves that like maybe no one else would know. So go ahead, pick a number from 1 to 30.
Um, 8.
Number 8. Okay. What's a movie that everyone loved that you thought was just absolute trash?
Ooh,
The last person who answered this is kind of hesitant. They're like, people gonna hate me if I.
Mm.
really? I don't remember the title. Oh my gosh. I don't think it was trash naman, but I thought it was cheesy. But the thing is, like, I'm mixed feelings. This is the new Tom Cruise movie.
Oh, Top Gun?
Oh, Top Gun.
Top Gun, yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I watched it because it's Tom Cruise, guys. I thought it was just cheesy. But everyone liked it.
Yeah, it was good, but it was also cheesy. Like,
I
yeah.
don't think it's trash. I think it because I can't think of anything, so that's my answer. But yeah, it's just I think it was just cheesy. Like but then I think that's
mm.
also what the movie was supposed to be like.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of felt like, it was a sequel that was intended to be followed by the original, like years ago pa, instead of like during now. Diba? So it kind of like felt like it
Yeah.
was
It
a
was
really
trying to
old
bring
movie.
back that feel of like the nostalgia from back then by having it be those generic, like cheesy, like one-liners
Yeah.
and all of that.
And it just so happened it was released
Yeah,
nowadays.
like
Diba?
30
So,
years later.
yeah, fair enough. Mm.
Yeah, that's okay. No hate there. Like everyone's entitled to their own opinion. So but yeah, before we end, do you want to plug anything? You want people to follow you, or like your agency on TikTok, on Instagram?
So follow us on Instagram. I guess I would promote my agency more because I'm trying to promote them now. So
No
follow us.
problem.
We are the July Social on TikTok, on Instagram, and we're on Facebook as well. And then if you want to follow my personal account, it's Reyes underscore Cassie on TikTok. My Instagram account is super personal, so I'm keeping that private. But I pick and choose who I let follow me. So yeah.
Mm.
All right,
Yeah.
great. We will be plugging those in the description of the YouTube video. And yeah, thank you so much again for being here with us. Like what I said before we started, this is gonna be super educational. It was like
Mm.
as people are like delving in the social media realm now also, it's great to be able to talk to people like you and get a better grasp of how we should also be handling things. Like really appreciate what you guys are doing, Telegram.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
And
this
we
was
hope
super
we were
fun.
able to like, sort of be a platform for your company also, for those who aren't aware of it yet. Sometimes the company that helps people with promoting their stuff needs promotion also. So
Yeah,
yeah.
of course. No, the reason I mean the reason why I said yes to you guys is because you guys, that's the thing, like you guys are also starting out your own journey. You are
Mm,
creators as well. So I was thinking like you guys, like everyone, they just need that little push. We help all types of businesses from, yeah, from you
yeah.
guys, from people who do podcasts, coaching, people who have e-commerce products and all of those things. It's just a matter of finding the right people who want to help.
Yes,
Right
for
on.
sure. And we greatly appreciate that you said yes to being here. It was an honor on our end also.
It's an honor as well when you guys get like tons and tons of subscribers and followers, which we are manifesting as well.
Oh, there
Thank
we
you.
go.
One that podcast.
Yes, for sure. For sure. We won't forget. We don't forget our guests. All
Okay.
right. So thank you to everyone who's been listening and tuning in. This has been another episode of the Screw Up Snappy. We will see you guys next time.